It should be coming. Right there.
And we are live.
Not
Hey,
yet.
everybody. All right, go ahead and look for the broadcast, Tilly, on your phone.
Yep, she getting it. Cece getting it.
And then when you find it, share it. Hey, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hey. Welcome, Tilly.
Thank you for having me, Martine.
Hey, everybody.
We in a trap.
Hey. Welcome to the Entrepreneur Show. Let me get my banner going.
Oh, that's dope.
Hey. Okay. Let's get this party started. There's a Tilly Febtress says, I'm ready. She says she's ready.
Madre.
Ready. That's mama.
That's mama. That's mom.
Mama's like,
Right,
first person in the building. Welcome, mama. So, Tilly, did you find the broadcast and share it?
Yep, Cece did. Hey, Martine.
All right. So we got people coming in. Everybody do me a favor and share this broadcast so that we can get as many eyes on the broadcast as possible tonight. Because we got something to talk about tonight.
It's going down.
Your mom says thank you. You are welcome. You're welcome, Mom. We've got an Ebony rolling in. Ebony
done came through.
says, hey, love. Okay, so all your fans is rolling in, Tilly. I like it.
My love.
Eileen. She says,
hi, Eileen. Ebony, Madre.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? We got a special guest today. Everybody, welcome. My name is Martine Corte. Welcome to the Entrepreneur Show, where we interview bosses. We interview entrepreneurs. We talk about their business and then their journey as an entrepreneur. So if you want to hear from this new author and her journey and her story, you want to stay locked in tonight. Ebony says, hey.
Absolutely.
Hey, girl.
Absolutely. Hey.
So we are rolling in here. Everybody's rolling in. Thank you so much for coming in. It is 7:13 p.m. Central Standard Time. Welcome. Again, my name is Martine. I'm going to be your host tonight for the Entrepreneur Show. This is my show that I run on Facebook Live. Welcome, Facebook Live. You can't hold me back.
Okay. You can't hold me back. Hey.
I know, right? They try to put me in Facebook video jail, but I'm back.
Fresh out the pen. Fresh out the Facebook pen. They can't hold you down.
They can't hold a boss like me. There's my Mua. What's going on, Champagne?
Champagne.
Well, how you doing, beautiful?
Emmy's in the house.
I'm good. I'm just here.
And Mama says, I love your energy. Thank you, Mama. I get it.
She has very good energy.
Yes, Eileen, I'm back. Facebook, Mark, don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. I got video content to put out.
Tell them don't start now, won't be nothing.
Several businesses, so I need access to make a video. Hi, Deborah.
Hi, Deborah.
Everybody going in. Hey. She says, hello, boss Martine Corte. Well, hello, boss. What's going on, Donna?
Hi, Danya Pumpkin. So excited about this conversation. Everyone share.
About the conversation. Everyone share. I love share.
Yes.
Danya, come on, my team, girl. Share. She knows what's happening. Share.
She's the co-owner of the Doc Bookshop in Texas.
Yeah. We're trying to get the world to see this lovely author tonight. And we need everybody to share to make this possible.
Yes.
Says, hello, Tilly Porter.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
All right. So again, my name is Martine Corte. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business owner. I'm a side hustler. Yes, and proud of it.
Yes.
I'm also a live streamer. I am the owner of Advanced Tax Solutions. I'm a 20-year tax professional. I'm also an 11-year landlord. Yes, I get it popping on the real estate side. Yes. I'm also a best-selling author.
Yes, she is.
Yes. I work with small business owners. I work with authors. I work with artists. I work with side hustlers. I work with network marketers. I work with nonprofit leaders to help them reach their potential clients with the assistance of live streaming, what we're doing right here, right now, to help them get to the bag. Okay?
Yes.
If you ain't never heard of me, you better follow me. You better check the queen.
Get into it.
So that is my spiel, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. We got a special guest today. Hi, Ebony. She says,
I'm sharing like a star.
Stop the salesman. She need to be on my team. I tell you, she got the kind of energy that I've looked for.
She does. It's real. That's real.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Make sure I saw everybody's comments. All right. And Mama says teamwork makes the dream come true. I know that's right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest tonight. We got Tille Porter, Omaha native.
Yes, indeed, honey. The one and only.
She's repping the O-N-E.
That's right. Omaha bound.
She's also an avid reader. She got a lot to talk about tonight, too, y'all. And she's always had a God-given talent for discernment, born with the photographic memories. She's an youth advocate for the youth of North Omaha, which she is the program director. The program is Anti-Gang Mediation Initiative, aka AGMI.
Yes.
All right now.
Yes.
She's currently in the process of writing a second book. She's already on her second book.
Yes.
I'm like, well, my goodness, can we learn about
dirty?
She's a mother.
I am.
Queen. She was meditating, reading, and here's my favorite. She likes to take long naps.
Yes, absolutely.
I wish I could get time to take long naps.
Whenever I can, I do. I love it.
My future.
Yes, I love naps.
So anyway, everybody give it up for Tille Porter. Yay! Y'all put some hearts, some love, some thumbs up, something in the comments.
Yes.
Let us know that you're still out there. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. Tille Porter, please let the audience know, your fans may know a little bit about you, but there's other people on the broadcast that probably never heard of you before. So please give a little background about who you are. We know you're from Omaha, and what you do for a living, and how did you work yourself up to becoming an author?
Yeah, my name is Tille Porter, of course. I am, of course, an Omaha native. By trade, I have been a nurse for the last 16 years. I absolutely love taking care of people. That is my cup of tea. That is my passion. But I've always been an avid reader. I love to read. I love to journal. I've been doing that since I was a little girl. The number one thing of what really drove me to write my book was when I had went through some serious situations when I was in the streets way back when I was like 23 years old. I went through a whole lot. I had seen one of my friends murdered. I had got shot in the process, and that whole thing in my life was just in complete chaos. And journaling and writing was an outlet for me. And instead of me going off and doing something negative because of the things that was happening in my life, I turned that pain into purpose. And what I did was I started writing. And this is over 14 years ago. So when I started writing, I was writing I just took it all the way back to my childhood. And I learned so much about myself in the process. So that whole journey of me starting to write my book, it was just a piece by piece thing, and it just all came together. All the chaos that I went through and everything, I just pieced it all together, and that helped me really get through the hard times that I had went through. And I have to give all glory to the Most High, because if it wasn't for Him putting that on my heart to write, it was always this thing: write, Tille, write it out. A lot of people in society, when they go through a lot of things, especially in the Black community, when they go through a lot of things, they take their frustrations out in a negative way. I didn't do that. I just put all my pain into my writing and I let it all out, and it turned into a beautiful memoir about my life and all the lessons and the things that I learned. I'm ready to share that with the world. But it is raw, it's real, and it's uncut. And I have to get I came, I gave it to you guys as it was. So that's how I'm giving it, because that's the only way people are going to learn, is if it's given to them how it really was, because people are really living their lives in the real, in the live, in direct, and that's how I'm giving it.
Okay.
In my, very much so.
Before we get into more specifics of the book, and we're not going to give out a whole lot because we want y'all to get the book when it drops. So I'm going to have Tille share just little snippets of her book. But before we get into that, let me just go ahead and say hello to a few more people. Dr. K just rolled in. She says,
"Hi, Dr. K."
Hi, Dr.
Yes,
K.
I'm a speaking.
Says, turn pain into purpose.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So before we get into the book a little bit more, please give a background about what you do, your 9 to 5. Let people know what you do, when you're not writing. What are you doing?
When I'm not writing, I'm really, believe it or not, like really, when I really have a lot of free time, I'm trying my best to read my scriptures, and be in meditation and prayer. I'm even though I'm a socialite, I'm also an introvert too. I'm a lone wolf. So I really enjoy time alone, to where I can just always get my thoughts together. I love, like I say, I love being a nurse. I love being a bedside nurse and taking care of people. My job is to heal people from the inside out, healing their wounds, whether it's physical or emotional, mental. That's the business that I'm in, and I love every bit of it. I really don't work as a nurse because it's something that I can do in my sleep. I love it. I give it to my daughter, my family members, my friends, people around me. It literally don't stop. But literally, I've been a nurse for over 16 years, and it's like I really don't work because I love so much of what I do. Like I do.
So what I understand is your mom's also a nurse or was a nurse?
My mom was a home health aide, and I learned from my mom. She was doing nurses work before, like she didn't even have a license. She knew how to do it, and I learned from her. I watched her take care of a woman that had MS. And my mom cared for this woman for like 24 hours a day. So my mom wasn't at home a lot. So us sisters, we had to stay at home and take care of the household while mom worked 24 hours. And sometimes we'll be at home. Sometimes we'd be at the house with mom. And when we're up there with her, I will always just watch her. I was so in. She cared for this lady so much. And the lady knew, and even the lady's parents knew that my mom, like they really always wanted her to work with their daughter. But she cared for this lady so much, and I was so into it. I said, "What? I want to do that. I want to take care of people like that." And that's where my deep passion really came from, was watching my mom take care of that lady.
So you have that caring spirit.
Yes, I do. Yes,
just like your mom did, and that's very important. When you're working with a lot of different people, because right now you're the director of the anti-gang mediation. So understanding human behavior, how people think, and having a heart, is really makes you a wonderful person for that position. Now, you mentioned, and we're getting a little feedback. Make sure your volume is down on your second device, so that feedback can stop. So you mentioned, Tille, that when you were in your 20s, you got into some trouble. I'm sure you talk about it in your book. Can you share a little bit about how that transpired? Were you just a wayward, child? How did you get to that point? Because people need to kind of understand the background a little bit and how you got into trouble. People don't just get into trouble. Kids don't just get into trouble. Just get into
Right.
trouble.
Situations getting dirty. That's what that is. Situations always getting dirty in them streets, for real. Well, basically, when my mom and dad had separated when we were younger, that's kind of where it had started at. Where it was my mom and basically us girls. And my mom, she was always, my parents have. I have. First of all, I have wonderful parents. No matter what me and my sisters went through, at the end of the day, I have an awesome father. I have an awesome mother. They never sugarcoated anything with us. When they separated, we still had equal time with our dad, just as well with our mom. But we was mainly with our mom. So when we was with her, we had to roll with her. She was going through a lot of hurt. She was going through a lot of things that she had to suffer behind. It hurt her when she got separated from my dad. It was a very hard decision, and there's more details in the book on why that situation had happened. They had their differences and things like that. But my mom had told us at one point in time, like, we have to spread our hustle. We have to get out there in them streets, and we have to, basically, you have to get it how you live, And one of the things that I chose was, like, I did get into the dope game. I was into selling drugs because I watched my mom do it. I watched my sister do it. But also, as a young girl, I learned so much. I had to really decide that, is this the risk that I want to take? Well, no, that's not. I really didn't want those risks. So I chose to do dancing. I wanted to be a dancer. I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and make my hustle dancing because I knew how to dance real well. And along with that came other openings of other things and other avenues to make money, and in the process of all of that, I'm in the streets, and what's out there in the streets, you have your dope boys. You know what I'm saying? You have your guys who, I call them sidewalk chalk. You have your guys who out there who doing little drug deals, but you also have your guys out there who's moving weight and do different things too. So my avenue went into that. And so into that lifestyle came a lot of different things and a lot of problems. What happened in the streets when I was living that life. So that's how a lot of that came about. Yeah. I got that on there right there. My eyes can't. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It was tough out there. It was really tough. A lot of things would transpire, and sometimes, when you in the streets, and you can plan, you can, just like any other day, you can plan your day on how you would want it to go, but a lot of times things didn't go like that. Sometimes people didn't deliver their packages on time, or somebody didn't pay on time, or somebody messed somebody over for some money. And guess what? If you in the car, you in the situation, and you gotta deal with it accordingly, whether you like it or not. The people who coming for somebody else, they don't care whether or not you in it or not. You there at that moment, and you gotta roll with it how it rolls. And so a lot of situations had happened because of those different things. I was in the streets a lot, so I roll with a lot of different people. I had a small circle that I dealt with on a daily basis, but outside of that circle, also had a whole other big acquaintance circle that I had dealt with too, and situations happen all the time, that I had to deal with things accordingly. Okay. Very much so.
Right. So we've got some more people rolling in, but I just want you to touch on, what do you want people to get from this, from your book? Because I know there's a message in that while sharing your story.
Yes.
Why else do we share our story? We want other people to know what we went through so they can learn from it. But let's just say hello to a few people right quick. Sandra wrote in. She says, Hello, Queen Martine. Hi, Sammy.
Hi, Sammy. Oh, Sammy. Hi, Sammy.
Yeah. Hello, gorgeous. It's an honor to be here.
Sammy.
Well, we're so glad to have you, Sammy.
Oh.
And your sister says the truth. That's right. That's right. And hey, Lavelle, he just rolled in too. He says,
Look, hey, Val.
Lavelle, what's going on, Lavelle? He says the
What's
streets
going
are
on,
unforgiving.
sir?
You see
Nom
this
or
comment?
nom or nothing. Nom or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
So Tille, please share with us, what do you want people to get out of your book?
Yes. There, what I want people to really get out of my book is, in my book, there is a lot of tea and there is a lot of teachings in my book. So many lessons, and especially for our youth. Our youth, and the thing is that our youth are so misguided out here that they don't, by the grace of God, I thank Him, because we were able to have step by step guidance from my mom, from my dad, from triple OGs in the streets. Like, we really had a good circle of people that we dealt with that really helped us in hard times when we were out there. And I want to be able to, because when it's easier said than done. You can it's if you give a youth a book or something that they can relate to, and you're speaking their language, then they're able to learn it. That's what my book is all about. Not only that, the adults that pick the book up, they're able to, when they read it, they're able to get them lessons to where, okay, I can show somebody how to do this, that, XYZ the right way, because some of those don't know how to approach a lot of our youth out here. A lot of them are afraid. You know what I'm saying? They're simply afraid of our youth. But this is so many things in there that people are going to learn that they never really even known before. Like, it's so many teachings in there. And I'm giving people the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's not just all bad things in there. It's just a lot of learnings and things that I learned along the way, as I from age 8, 9 to 23 years old, that people will be able to be like, okay, I can give this to my niece, my nephew. You're going to learn about, why, first of all, a lot of people that you see out there that may be OGs, like a lot of guys you may see in the hood that may still be affiliated with the gangs, or they may be out there in the corners. Well, my book is going to teach people about the inner parts of these people. Just because a lot of people see these men and these women out there don't mean that they're not trying to help our community. Never mistake that. Never mistake that. That never means just because you see them out there hanging out there doing this, you don't know unless you're there, unless you're living it, unless you're experiencing it. I just witnessed last summer one of the OGs stopping a murder from happening between a younger gang member and an older gang member, because they had just a simple misunderstanding. I teach people in my book about how to handle misunderstandings. In our family, we had a lot of mediations. When we had issues with people on the outside in the streets, and people within our family, we didn't just let stuff just fall by the wayside. No, we brought it to the round table. Because bring it to the round table so we all can get an understanding. Now, that round table is not just simply saying a round table when you come to sit down. No, sometimes you're handling the stuff right there in the streets, like in the alleys, on the corners. Look, hold on. Okay, what did you do? Okay, we heard you now. What did this person do? Okay, this is what's going on. My book teaches ways on how people can handle real scenarios, real issues, or real problems that's happening out there in the streets as we speak right now. Issues that the police can't even handle because they don't have no understanding. Stuff that the government can't really handle because they don't have no understanding. You know what I'm saying? In order to kill it, the old saying goes like this: in order to kill a roach, you have to know how a roach thinks, how a roach eats, where a roach sleeps, how do they move, in order to fix the problems of a roach. if that makes sense. So my book teaches that I take everybody in the streets with me on how I thought back then. I speak on how I spoke back then. Y'all not getting this Tille in my book. Y'all getting Tille when she was in the streets. I'm taking you guys to ride with me on a journey on everything that I've been through, the things that I learned, the lessons that I learned, the things that I had to go through. That is what people is going to get out of my book.
Awesome.
Boom.
Oh, I'm back. So you know what? You brought your whole tribe here, Tille. You got to follow like nobody's business. We got Lynette Grant.
That's my cousin.
That's
hey, cousin. And they're my friend right there. That's Queen of Hearts. Hey, Queen.
Wait. Hold on. I hit the wrong one.
Hi, cousin. Yes, honey. Thank you.
I know she says she can't wait to read your book. I can't wait to read your book.
Yes, she's gonna love it. She was there in the beginning too.
All right.
She knows. Yes.
All right, you better tell it. We got Queen of Hearts.
Yes, that's my friend. Hey, Queen.
100. Hey. And we got a message from Danya.
That's my cousin right there. Danya. We call her Pumpkin. Can people pre-order your book? Individuals, family book clubs, and reading circles should consider your book. Yes, it can be pre-ordered. I actually had a pre-order. I actually had a lot of people who already pre-ordered the book. But yeah, it can be pre-ordered. Yes, it can.
Okay. Hi, Tina Knight.
Oh, that's my other cousin. Hey, Tina.
What you do? Call all your cousins and tell them you're gonna be on live.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna let everybody know when y'all can get the book. It's a strategic process that we're doing, but I'm gonna let everybody know when y'all gonna be able to get the book. But the book will actually be available to buy on Christmas Day.
Woo, come on, girl. Come on now. While she's sipping her tea, Christmas Day. I'm gonna slip my water. Hold on.
Sip it, girl.
Okay, so it's dropping December 25th.
That's
Christmas
right.
Day.
Christmas Day.
Okay. And Queen of Hearts says, yes, Hartman Days. Y'all
yes, Hartman Day, yes.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So Ebony says, okay now.
Yes, honey.
Okay, so who is this? Tille? We have
which one?
We have
Stina,
Danielle.
Oh, that's right. You beautiful, Stina. I haven't met her yet personally, but she's beautiful. Thank you for joining in, Stina.
Yes, thank you for rolling in. This is the Entrepreneur Show.
That's Christina. I didn't know that was Christina. That's my little sister. I didn't know she went by Stina. Okay.
Oh, okay, little sis.
That's
you gotta let people know who you are, girl.
Yes, honey.
So this is the Entrepreneur Show, y'all. We're gonna take a pause for the cause. My name is Martine Corte. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a boss out here.
Yes, she is a boss, honey. Get into it. She owns several businesses in Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. I'm a 20-year tax professional.
Yes.
My firm is Advanced Tax Solutions. I'm also in real estate. I'm a landlord, 11-year landlord.
Yes.
I'm also a boutique owner along with my husband, SM African Boutique. And we also have another spin-off business called SM Tours, where we take groups of people to Ghana, West Africa. That's my baby. I call it our Back to Our Roots Tour. Ghana, West Africa, baby.
All right, now, Ghana.
I'm also a business coach out here in these streets. A lot of my clients are here on this live stream right now. So if you are in business and you're struggling with your business to grow your business, hit a sister up. If you want to get in business, slide into my DM. I do give free consults for about 15 to 30 minutes. For the free 99, slide into Messenger. I love Facebook Messenger. Okay, so if you want me to chat with you for a little bit about your business, let your girl know. You know, there are actually people out here that really want to help. They really want to help, okay? And you can chat with me for the free 99. So Kathleen Payton is out here. She says, yes, yes. You know her too.
Oh, that's my auntie, honey. Love her to death. Hi, Aunt Kat. Yes, honey. She's in the
You got the
building.
whole family in
She's
here.
here.
The whole family. I work with small business owners, entrepreneurs, network marketers. I work with authors like Tille. I work with the gamut, the whole kit and caboodle. I work with side hustlers. That's where I started. That's my favorite group of people because we're trying to learn it. We was all one side hustlers at one time, right?
Yes,
'Cause you
yes.
have to start from somewhere.
You
And
gotta
then
start
learn the
somewhere.
business, right? You learn the
Yes.
business. So that's my favorite group of people. So I help work with all those groups to help them make more money in their business with the assistance of live streaming. That is the strategy that I use. So thank you, thank y'all for coming in to the Entrepreneur Show. This is one of my shows that I run on Facebook Live. I also have another show on Thursday nights called Side Hustle Night School. Yes, you better believe
Yes.
it. Thursday nights around 9 p.m. Y'all roll in, okay? I'm also a radio personality on 95.7 The Boss. And we praying for our
Oh,
friend King, William King, if y'all know him
yes.
out there. He's fighting COVID. Y'all
Yes.
put a prayer up for him
Amen.
as
Yes.
he fights his way back because we know COVID is real
It's terrible.
and,
Yeah.
and you don't want to have it. So we're going to say a special prayer for him as
Yes.
well. So thank y'all for coming in.
Oh,
Tille,
God,
let
thank
me
you.
know what was your journey? Because there may be some people out here that want to write a book. They've always wanted to, but they didn't know how to get started. Or
Yes.
maybe they just had excuses. I don't have the time. How did you make time? You're a mom. You're working. You're 9 to 5. How did you make time for all that? You're also working with the organization,
Yes.
AGMI. How did you find time to write? Was it passion? What was it that kept you going until you got it done? Because we know as authors, it's not easy to
Yes.
find the time to write, to continue until the end. Because a lot of
Yes.
people start and then they stop.
They stop. And you know what? I'm glad you asked that question, Martine, because that's how it was with me. I started writing my book 14 years ago, and I stopped. And when I ended up going through my divorce with my ex-husband, now I end up picking the book back up and I end up starting because those were two big major things that I went through in my life was the watching my friend get murdered and then me going through a divorce. And I said, "Wow, Lord!" I said, "Look at God." I said, "It's two major things." I picked up that pencil. And that was another thing, just so I wouldn't go crazy, like get my mind off. I just started writing. I just picked it back up. The Lord kept on nudging me, and I picked it back up. A lot of times, you know what? I tell a lot of people, if you really want to write your book and your story, just start writing. There is no perfect time. There is no perfect, and I had to get that in my mind. It's not a cookie cutter. You have to do it. You really have to do it. Get a notebook and a pen. That's what I did. I bought 2 notebooks and I got a pen. And I just started writing. And I did not stop. A lot of times I wrote, I would wait till my daughter went to sleep. And I would write late at night. I would get off of work. Now I work night. So sometimes when my daughter, and I homeschool my child. So when she will be doing her homework, I'll be writing. I'll be writing. When I got off of work at 6 o'clock in the morning, I didn't go to bed until 4 o'clock p.m. So I wasn't like a lot of people where they get off of work, they go to sleep. I kept going because I had to homeschool her. And while she was doing that, I would just write. And then I would research. I had to do a lot of research. Okay, I had to find a publishing company. I have to find out, what was the different steps and the distribution. I had to find all that on my own. I did not have anybody to say, "Hey, Tille, this was, hey, let me give you a little nudge here," or just here. Look, I didn't have nobody to hold my hand. Not saying nobody to hold my hand, but like for me, one of the things on why I'm going to be doing my business, Diamond One Book Advising Services, is to specifically help people write their books because I have the knowledge. If I have the knowledge to be able to help somebody get that out of their head and put their life on paper or whatever it is they want, I want to do that because I feel that especially as Blacks in our community, if the Lord gives you specific knowledge and a skill on something, you should want to reach out to somebody, even if you may think that they know or they got all the information. Check on them to see, hey, you know what? You may need this or you may need that. I didn't have that in my family. I did not have that. You know what I'm saying? Some people do have the resources to be like, this and that. I didn't have that. I had to go find it on my own. And that just made me even more stronger. You know what I'm saying? And,
Right.
And that was the push behind Diamond One Advising Services that's going to be coming up I got my LLC in that to help people with that step by step. I want to hold people's hand. I'm going to help you write your story down. You know why? Because the Most High took me through my hell, but for y'all, it's going to be heaven. Okay? I'm going to take your story so I can get there because that's how it should be. We don't do that enough in our community. You will watch your family members, you will watch your friends just you know they may need something that you may have, but you don't offer that. You should want to offer something that you have, regardless of somebody paying you or not doing anything. No, out of kindness of your heart. That's what we call charity.
That's right.
And I'm bringing a difference to our community. Yes, I am. That's the purpose behind Diamond One Book Advising Services.
Diamond One Book Advisory Services. Y'all heard her. She's coming out with another stream of income. So a lot of times what we talk about over here is multiple streams of income, but she's got a passion behind this next venture with helping people start there and write their books. I love it. Your passion, I can hear it in your voice, Tille. And so I know that God has given you that assignment. She understood the assignment and she's stepping up to the plate. She's stepping up to the plate and she's going to serve the people that are looking for her. So thank you so much for having the guts to step out and offer that service to people, whoever is wanting that, because you know what you went through. And so if you can help the next person, and that's similar to what I do, if I know I can help the next person start a business, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm passionate about it. And I've been out here in these streets for a long time, helping people start their business, grow their businesses, and even with the back, the behind the scenes, I call it the back office, with their taxes, getting set up legitimately as a business owner, meaning you've got to register your business with the Secretary of State, right? You've got to keep track of your income and expenses to be able to get grants and apply for loans and all the kind of things. We need funding for our businesses. So that's my passion. And that's really what helped me decide to open up a tax office, because I was coaching so many different business owners, but they weren't filing taxes. And because I had the background knowledge, I said, well, let me just go ahead and open up an office. I need to help my people. My people.
I'll begin to see you, honey, for that. Believe
me. We need to catch all these coins that SBA is throwing at us. They're rolling out the red carpet. They're saying, business owners, you better come get this money while it's available.
Yes.
But I love your energy. I love your passion, Tille. I'm so glad that I met you. Y'all, I haven't known her very long. But you know the connection is real. It don't take long to build that relationship.
No, not when
it's a real relationship.
No, it's not.
So, and you brought the whole tribe, over here on my broadcast. I appreciate you, Queen.
I appreciate you more.
Thank you so much. Somebody asked a question. Let me see. Danya, she says, Martine Corte is doing a great Arthur interview. Thank you, Queen. She says, what is your website? We couldn't catch all of that, all that you do. Okay, follow me on Facebook, on IG if you want, but more so on Facebook. Go to my professional page called Martine Corte, same name, different outfit.
Okay.
And you'll know it's my professional page because all of the videos are lined up, and you can catch all of the live streams, anything I've ever done. It's all lined up. And the personal page, it's gonna be mixed in with a whole bunch of stuff. So no, go to the professional page. And you'll see the website, you'll see all of that. But let the people know, Tille, how can they find out more about your book, when it's going to drop? How can they learn more about you, the author? Where are you at on these social media platforms?
You all can find me. Of course, you can really find me on Facebook, Tille Porter Facebook, or Instagram at Tille_Craddock. If you monitor my Facebook, I'm on Facebook a lot. I will be letting everybody know about where to get the book, when to get the book. I'll be putting all that on my Facebook in like the next week or so. Exactly where to get and everything. We're working on all that right now as we speak. So that's going to be out real soon.
I can't wait. That's gonna be my Christmas gift to myself when I get your book.
Yes. And any youth that y'all may know, just I really want the youth. Like, we got to get it in their hands in the prisons. We got to get it out there, because it's so much that they are going to learn. Like, literally, when they read the book, it's like literally having a mediation with me and my family on how we used to do when we really was in the streets. And we taught so many people another way of thinking. You know, it's not even if you in the streets, you can still love. You can still love. Like, you can. You ain't got to be that hard now.
That's right. Let me tell you, Queen, you are God's angel. You are his daughter, and he had you covered the entire time. You survived that gunshot. You survived the wound, because he knew that he had an assignment for you later, right? Yes. Sometimes we don't have our assignments until later, but God is still covering us in the midst of whatever we're doing.
Yes.
Right? But so he's covering and protecting us so that you can still be here on this earth, because you got things to do. You don't got work to do. You're working with the youth. You probably didn't know that you were going to be doing all that when you were back in your 20s doing your thing. But he covered you, and that's the grace and the goodness of God. He'll cover you no matter what.
You're right.
He'll cover you no matter what you're doing, but you got to have the faith to stay steadfast, work through your issues, get the right help, get with the right people.
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
Get out of that situation so that you can get in alignment. And when you get in alignment with God, then you can hear from him. You can discern what he's trying to tell you. That's your assignment, daughter. I want you to do this, this, and this in this order. But we can't hear him when we're out of line.
Not when we're in chaos. No. And you 100%. You said that 100% correct. That's right.
So if anyone's listening to this broadcast and you're in a situation, you can talk to Tille. She works with youth. She works with young people. She can. She's been there.
And I created that program, AGMI. I'm the director of it, but I also created it. And what I did was I just took what I learned when I was in my mom's household, and I'm putting it out there in the streets, because it was so effective with us just being home and helping so many Crips and Bloods become together. Now I'm taking that and I'm taking it to the streets.
And your mom, she was a praying mom.
That's big red. Yes.
Just lovely. Right now, I have a cast smile on my face, giving all the glory to God through his loving son. Amen.
Amen.
God for mamas, praying mamas.
Yes.
Our girls are out there. We're praying that they're making the right decision. But when they are in a situation, we're still praying.
Yes.
We're still praying. And if it had not been for my praying mother or my praying grandmother, if it had not been for them, where would I be? You know,
and both of my parents are God-fearing. I got God-fearing family on my dad's side and God-fearing on my mom's side. And I just thank God for that. Like, that's so, I feel very blessed behind that. You know what I'm saying? Both sides of my parents' families are both seriously God-fearing people. And I absolutely, that's better than gold. You know what I'm saying? To have that foundation. So.
So what last words do you want to leave with the audience, Tille, before we go tonight? Because we're not gonna hold everybody up.
Yeah, I know, everybody.
I'm gonna let you have the last word. And then we're gonna be out because we got other things to do.
Yeah, look,
we know y'all don't want to hear from us all night long. Although we both talk all night long.
I know we sure can. Okay, we sure can. You know that, honey. Yes.
We can take it to the after party if y'all want. That's another broadcast.
But no, I really appreciate this time, and I thank everybody for showing up on here. Like I said, please share. And the main thing is to let people know about this purpose. That's my main thing. It's just more than anything about this purpose. If anybody take anything from this interview, is letting people know this pain was turned into purpose and the mission that I'm on. and to let other people know that this is what, and these are the things that were said, and let them know that any pain that they have, they can definitely turn that into purpose. They don't have to keep sit in that pain. Figure out what it is, dig deep inside to figure out the who, the what, the when, the where, the how. Go ahead, cry it out, shake it out, fire it out, pray it out, whatever you got to do, and turn that into a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Don't go to your grave with your gifts. You got to live them gifts right now.
Absolutely.
Right now.
I love it. Y'all follow Tille Porter on social media, on Facebook. Remember December 25th? That's when her book is dropping. What's the name of your book?
Honest Whole. Honesty over everything.
All right. It's dropping December 25th.
December 25th.
Yeah, that's right. December 25th. And she's going to she's going to say in her comments, and she's going to put in stories where how y'all can get the book. So y'all follow her, push the notification so that when she goes live, y'all be notified by Facebook. Don't let Facebook get y'all twisted.
I know.
And if they do, if Facebook do, call me. Because I've been dealing with.
You just got the pen.
I just got out the pen. Y'all follow me in my stories. I tell the story in stories. Facebook try to mess with me. Facebook try to hold me back. Try to hold a sister down.
So they can't hold you down. She out.
I broke out. I had to have a conversation. I had to challenge them. I was like, no, you got the wrong one, baby.
Okay.
You got the wrong one.
Thank you so much for having me on your show. I'm grateful. And I'm humbled by it, and I greatly appreciate it. I do, for your time and your effort. I do.
You're welcome. And you got a team behind you. You got a family behind you, friends. You got a whole support system. And that's what we need as entrepreneurs, as authors. We need a team behind us, pushing us, saying, hey, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job, sis. You're doing a good job.
Yes, it helps.
So we need that. Y'all continue to bless us. Let us know, reinforce. If we're doing something good, let us know. If we're doing something bad, pull us. Hey, sis, let me just chat with you for a minute. I take constructive criticism.
I do too. I take it very well. So I like people that's forward. Be forward with me. I ain't gonna run. I ain't gonna hide. I'm just looking dead in the eyes, my chest out. We're gonna talk about it.
That's right. Let's have a conversation like grown folks, right?
Exactly.
All right, Queen. So thank you so much for being on the show, the Entrepreneur Show. Everybody, y'all follow Tille Porter. Follow Martine Corte on all social media platforms at Martine Corte. I love y'all. Thank y'all again. Follow me. Thursday night for Side Hustle Night School about 9 p.m. Have your notebooks and pens and ready to learn how to get these coins.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you,
Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Martine.
You're welcome. Bye, everybody.